This is Big Brother. Vincent to the diary room.
Look at you!
You are so screwed.
Doing your nomination.
Look at you going with the
Been called all day.
Here we go.
Don't forget the salad bowl.
Vincent,
Big Brother.
who do you nominate for 2 points for eviction and why?
For 2 points, I'm going to give it to Sax. I don't know, when we talk, there's no warmth there, and I'm
And
working
how does
on
that affect your experience in the house?
it. Makes me a little bit withdrawn, if you know what I mean. A little bit uncomfortable.
Who do you nominate for 1 point and why?
1 point, I'll give it to Irina. Out of everyone else in the house, she's probably the one I've clicked with the least, and when she comes close to me, again, it's just a little bit uncomfortable.
With Vincent, that's not an adequate reason. I'll give you one more attempt at saying that.
Well, when she comes close and we talk, she's really open and she's really nice, but I don't have that connection, and there's no other way to put it. It just makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable.
Who do you nominate to stay in the house for 2 points and why?
I have to stay. Carlo, he makes me laugh. I have not laughed this hard for years.
Who do you nominate for 1 point to stay in the house?
Belinda, she's fantastic at keeping the place clean.
And how does that affect your experience?
Makes it more comfortable, makes it a nicer place to live. And I like being around, nice, clean places.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Carlo, who do you nominate for 2 points for eviction and why?
2 points, and it's really small things that go along really well, and that's just button it up and whatever it is. But for 2 points,
You're dealing with somebody's life here. It shouldn't be a small thing.
I know. Not a small thing, it's just a small thing that's been accumulating, and I'm the type of person that doesn't like getting told what to do.
So who do you nominate and
So
why?
I'm going to say Vincent, because he's a really good bloke, and we get on both Italian, get on really well, but he's got this presence of every time I do something, he's always telling me to do it his way or whatever, or I'll let him do it because I don't mind, but then it ends up...
You don't mind?
No, I don't. Like, I don't mind doing it at that stage. Like, I'll do it, not to cause an argument, but it gets to me. Like, every time I say something, I say, don't say that, or calm down your language. Tell me what to do when, like, you're my boss in this place here. You're my father figure. And if I wanted that, I'll live at home, you know what I mean?
Thank you. Who do you nominate for 1 point and why?
1 point was a very hard decision, and I know this girl done a lot for me and whatever, but I'm going to nominate Belinda because things like with her food things, she's throwing them away and stuff and not consulting with people, moving
How does that affect your experience?
Well, I'm Italian. My mum always tells me never throw food away, and we could work out a way to save it or whatever, and just... Well, she moves stuff of mine, like I leave a pair of scissors there, I'm going to come back to it, it's gone. It's like mum doing it to me, and it really irritates me. I never thought it did, but...
That's the point. Thank you. Who do you nominate to stay in the house for 2 points and why?
Stay in the house. God, I don't know. Claire, she's a really good girl, and intellect, very smart, and just get along really well. And because she's doesn't really attracted to guys, and I'm not really, I got a girlfriend, we can get along and be nice. And there's no like.
Who do you nominate for 1 point to stay and why?
Because I don't know, had been. Irina, surely, that girl's a beautiful girl, same reason. We both got boyfriend and girlfriend, and she's got that Russian mentality. She reminds me of the girl in the 80s. She's just a really fun girl. Those two girls are just really fun girls.
Thank you.
Is that all, mate?
That's all, thank you.
Cheers, bro.
This is Big Brother. Belinda to the diary room.
Oh, God, what the hell? So this is pre-recorded then?
Do it before you go in there.
Sucks.
Wet one. No.
Can you throw the ball, please, before you go in?
Not that ball.
Thank you.
Oh, he's got it. Go, Belinda.
Hi, Big Brother.
Belinda, who do you nominate for 2 points for eviction and why?
Okay, I nominate Vincent for 2 points because he actually quite... he scares me a little bit because he's always very close to me, and I'm not I'm not a close person to people, and he's always following me, and I just can't handle that. I feel quite uncomfortable.
Who do you nominate for 1 point and why?
I nominate Carlo for 1 point because his swearing and moral rights about sexual things hurts me quite a little bit.
Who do you nominate to stay in the house for 2 points and why?
Jamie, because he is an awesome bloke and he really values life.
Who do you nominate for 1 point to stay in the house?
I nominate Claire to stay in for 1 point because her rights towards everyone really, well, sorry, I should say that properly. She cares for everybody equally. She doesn't beat around the bush, and she tells people what she feels.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Saxon, who do you nominate for 2 points for eviction?
Vincent.
Why is that?
Because considering that I've been here the amount of time I have, the way that people have treated me, considering that he's acted a lot of times in a rude way that's made me feel very uncomfortable and sort of like as if I'm not a real housemate, like I'm sort of an outsider, and I don't appreciate that, and it sort of puts me on edge, and then I start being a bit snappy and things like that.
Who do you nominate for 1 point and why?
Been thinking a lot about this, and as much as I don't want to, I'm going to nominate Jamie for 1 point, just because a lot of the time that we're in conversations and things like that, he'll say something that he thinks is a joke, but actually it's like quite sort of makes me feel very uncomfortable, and there's sort of a feeling of as if
Can you
he's
give
not...
an example, please?
Yeah, we'll be sitting outside and he'll say, like, we'll be talking about, I don't know whether it's about sexuality or something like that, and he'll say something that makes me feel very, he comes across as if he's not fully genuine to me, and I sort of feel like there's sometimes that I can't trust him, and we can't be in a situation like this if we don't have trust for each other.
Thank you. Who do you nominate for 2 points to stay in the house?
2 points to stay in the house? Probably Carlo, and the reason why, yeah.
Indeed, the reason.
The reason why being because he's probably the biggest energiser in the house, and whenever you're in a conversation with him or whenever you're doing stuff like that with him, he always makes you feel like very comfortable and like you feel good to be here. You don't have any thoughts about anything that's going on other than in the house. Who
do you nominate for 1 point to stay in the house and why?
Probably Claire, because I find that when I have conversations with her, I'm intrigued by her. Like I really enjoy sitting down and having a conversation with her, and when I'm chatting to her, time flies, and I feel like I'm drawing lots of things out of her and taking them in.
Thank you.
No worries.